You guys have been very fun. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting live comedy in Portland. I do have one final performer for you. He's based out of Bridgewater, Vermont right now, where he runs the Woolen Mill Comedy Club. He recently performed in Myrtle Beach and spent some time in New York City. Please welcome Colin Doyle.
Tim Hopkins, everybody! Yeah, what's up, Portland? This is great to be here. What a beautiful place, Lincoln's. My God, look at this couch. So nice, this sign. It's actually made out of real money. This is a beautiful place. I am from Vermont. That's where Senator Bernie Sanders is from. My people. For those of you who don't know much about Bernie Sanders, he's a real advocate for Social Security. And I think I know why. I'm 76 years old with a net worth of $480,000. I need that shit. Don't gut my Social Security. And doing the debates. I'm really just looking forward to the debate, which of course is Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders. You know, it's the 0.01% versus the 99.9%. You know, and it's all about the money. You know, so why not just sell this shit on pay-per-view? You know, tonight on pay-per-view, Donald Trump debates Bernie Sanders on China. It's like, okay, so let's see, I want to thank the panel, I want to thank all the other people who came before me, blah, blah, blah. I don't really give a shit, okay? I want to get to the point here, and that's China, okay? So what do we know about them? Number one, we know that they're sketchy, okay? Number two, we know that they have a huge amount of money, and number three, we know that they're now devaluing the yen, okay? Which is bad for America. Donald Trump's like, Bernie. Donald, I gotta stop you right there. Okay? I gotta stop you. I have been to the People's Republic of China. I have met with their president, Xi Jinping. Okay? Let me tell you what we know about them. First off, he's calm, he's collected, and unlike you, he's quite rational. Another thing, they are devaluing the currency, which is known as the yuan or the renminbi. Not the yen, that is of course Japan, you ignorant son of a bitch. See what just happened? You just got burned by the Bernie. I recently was in South Carolina. Boy, is it different down there, man. And, because, you know, I'm from Vermont. You know, we're in Maine. We get it. You know what I mean? We get it. We both have fabulous maple syrup. Both like cabbage, cheddar cheese. You get it. Okay? New Hampshire, they don't fucking get it. What's the deal with that? Like they say, the best part of New Hampshire is its view of Vermont and Maine. I'm not going to disagree with them on that. One bit. People in the South, we have the South to hold responsibility things like George W. Bush, you know? Because people say things like, I just want a president I have a beer with, man. Not too much to ask for, I just want a president I have a beer with. Like, really? Really? Imagine if you know, you're here at Lincoln's getting shit-faced up here at the bar with the ex-president, and, you know, he's sitting there, he's like, man, I just want to tell you something about me that you ain't ever heard before. This one time I was at this real fancy place. I think it was church. And the guy, he was like, everybody quiet down. And just what he did, I farted. I mean loud, like an audible fart. Wow. Have you ever thought about being the president? Obama doesn't seem like the type of guy you have a beer with. Seems like the type of guy who'd sneak around the White House to like burn a joint by himself. You know what I mean? You're like, Barack? Has anybody seen Obama? He's like, all right, everybody. Wow, that was some really strong reefer. All right, let's get back to work. I have a brilliant new idea. Thank you. I enjoy doing impressions, as you may have gathered. I like to get the audience involved, so I'm just going to do a couple impressions. I'm going to throw them out there, and feel free to, you know, yell them out if you think you know who it is. How you doing? I'm Al Pacino! Anybody? Anyone at all? All right, that was a little trickier. I'll give you a hint on this one. Another famous Italian actor, Robert De Niro. No way. No, not gonna happen. No, never, no. Thank you so much, Robert De Niro. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are really great. A lot of people tell me I look like a lot of different actors. I kind of have this one sort of situation that comes up quite often. I'll be, hanging out, talking, hopefully with a young, beautiful woman because I'm single. And someone will come up to me and be like, "Excuse me, I don't know if anybody's ever told you this. I don't mean to interrupt, but you look a little bit. I don't know if anyone's going to agree with me, like Tom Cruise. You got that?" So this happens so often that when it happens, I usually just go, "I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop you right there." I was just having a lovely conversation with this beautiful woman, and you barge up and say, "Hey, you kind of look like the world's most famous actor." You're glib. No, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. Thank you so much. Stop here. Thank you guys. I lived in Vermont. I grew up in Vermont. I lived in New York City for a number of years. I moved to New York to pursue my dreams of becoming an actor. I studied at a very prestigious acting school, studying commedia, restoration comedy, Shakespeare. Of course, you use these when you're a professional actor to audition for Kmart, Cheerios, Powerade. And you go to these commercial auditions and they all say the same thing, like, "Mr. Doyle, I see you have an impressive acting resume, but can you commercially act? Can you do Listerine?" Right, let me take a stab in the dark at it here. You're pathetic. Have you ever studied acting? I advise going back and studying the craft. Thank you. Thank you so much. Maybe I know I didn't get the fucking role now. It's funny because when people come up to you like in New York and they ask you that question that we all enjoy getting so much when you're trying to enjoy yourself. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Like, I'm an actor. Like, oh, it's gotta be so much hard work being an actor. It's gotta be such hard work. Like, if you say so, lady, most of the time I don't even work. What I do is waiting for them to get the lighting just right before I have to make out with a girl. No, it is hard work. Not enough people understand that. I appreciate that. Moving to New York's interesting because it's such an iconic place. You see it in film, television, and there's certain things you think it might be like, and certain things you think wouldn't be there, like people covered in pigeons. No one really covered in pigeons in New York City. Yes, there are. And they all kind of think they're spiritual, covered in peanut butter and seeds. Like, "Come to me, my urban jungle friends. I am one with nature." Just kind of one with garbage at this point, being covered in a pigeon like that. I consider myself a spiritual person. I'm from the woods, from the mountains, the green mountains of Vermont. I always wanted to see Rockefeller's Christmas tree in New York, the largest Christmas tree in the whole country. I showed up from the hills of Vermont and went, "That's it? That little twig? Jesus Christ, the poor little guy didn't give it a chance to grow. My brother's deer stand set higher than that star, for Christ's sakes." Pathetic. I experienced some success as an actor. I did a national commercial for FedEx and for Verizon Wireless. And I always worry that there's going to be some type of tragic consequence for that, for the success of those things, Like, earlier today, Colin Doyle was killed when he was hit by a FedEx truck. We believe he was texting from his Verizon Wireless phone. We don't know anything else at this time. Glad you guys didn't laugh too much at my demise. Yeah, this guy's dead. It's hilarious by texting and driving, so don't do that. So we're all infatuated with our phones. Have you noticed this game people like to play? Who's got the biggest fucking phone in the room? Or am I just playing that? You won't lose. No, you know, it's like someone would be like, yeah, it's kind of like a piece of shit phone, but the screen is huge. I fucking love it. You know, it's like, where's that gonna end? You know, it's like, oh, you went with the 8-inch, huh? Yeah, me, I do business, so I opted for the 17-inch 4-screen. Actually, I'm getting a call right now. Pring, pring, pring. Go for it, Bill. How you doing? Wow, you look great, man. How do I look? Well, Bill, you still haven't given me that raise, so I'm using a fucking Dell over here. Yeah. Well, you look great. I'm looking at you in 4K right now, which is fantastic. So that's that. Guys watch movies? Any moviegoers out here? Yeah, if you said no, you're just lying to me at this point. Everybody watches movies, don't they? I like superhero films. Ben Affleck's gonna be Batman, which is weird because he's not a superhero actor other than the fact that this is his 3rd time playing a superhero. This summer there was Ant-Man. Ant-Man? Are you fucking kidding me? Was this even a real superhero? Like, imagine Stan Lee sitting around, he's like, just give me some characters that scare the shit out of you. Guy's like, I'm scared of bats. He's like, yeah, the Batman. I don't like spiders. Yeah, Spider-Man. He's like, I don't like ants. Yeah, they can lift like 1,000 times their body weight, plus they're known as what's called an ecosocial creature, which means they work well in numbers. It's kind of terrifying. They have Paul Rudd play the Ant-Man. He's like a comedic actor. Like, who else were they thinking for Batman? Owen Wilson? Can you imagine that? Like, yes, Batman! Perhaps now you'll see your city of Gotham in ashes! Wow. Explosion was huge. Wow. Owen Wilson's Batman. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are great. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. You guys are a lot of fun. I watch a lot of Discovery Channel. You guys watch this? I watch too much of this shit. They can make anything for them to like launch a new show. They're like, welcome back to another exciting episode of Boring Jobs. This episode, meet Bill and Frank. They're going to attempt to ring up and bag groceries all day long. But it's not going to be easy. With over 52,000 store items, it's really a matter of what to put with what. He's like, yeah, when I bagged the canned pineapple with the eggs, yeah, I kind of knew that was a bad idea. Meet Frank. Frank pumps gas in New Jersey. But not just any old fuel, folks. No, he's got a plethora of Petra. Ranging anywhere from 87 to 93, he's going to be fueling everything from motorcycles to commercial trucks. Frank's like, yeah, you know, I fucking pump gas, you know? What I do. Throw a little fun fact in there so it seems like you're watching something didactic. It's like, bing, bing! Fun fact. New Jersey made it illegal to pump your own gas in 1943 after the state deemed it too dangerous for the general public. We'll be right back with more Boring Jobs. Boring jobs. Most of us have these fucking boring jobs. Now we're sitting around watching it on television. What a way to pass the time. Our next story brings us to Boston. Meet Sue. Sue's been on the project for over 3 years, running the stop sign. She's been telling the general public when to stop or when to proceed with caution. Like, yeah, I try to tell these fucking morons when to stop. Apparently some of them can't read a 4-letter sign. Boring jobs. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. How am I doing on time? I like a lot of, I'm like an environmentalist, you know what I mean? And I get frustrated, like Earth Day. Earth Day? What the fuck's the deal with that, you know? Like, we all came together and decided the black community needs a month. That's for the planet. Give it a day. Blue 364 days a year, but we will green up maybe someday in April. And, you know, there's all this trash and shit, and, you know, see some companies doing something. I saw, actually, KFC came up with a pretty innovative product. They're working on the edible coffee cup. The edible coffee cup, yeah. Here's the joke. It's the same coffee cup they've always had. Next thing you know, they're going to be launching the edible bucket of chicken. Are you kidding bro, the bucket's the best part. All the grease in the bucket. A little fiber at the end of your protein diet. And saw that Soy Chip actually came out with a pretty innovative product. It was Sun Chip, Frito-Lay. It was a soy-based bag that would biodegrade. Did you guys remember this? Kind of a different, yeah? It got discontinued from the marketplace because, in quote, consumers didn't like the sound it made when it crinkled. They didn't like that crinkly sound, you know? I mean, how the hell are we going to explain this to our grandchildren someday, you know? Like, great-great-grandfather, I don't understand. You had the technology to save the planet, but instead you just kept polluting it. Like, whoa, 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 little Johnny, okay? Just slow down here. If you had heard the sound that shit made when it crinkled. Okay, it was obnoxious. I'll have you know another thing, you little jerk. We had an Earth Day. So you can't say we didn't do anything. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much to your host, Tim Hoffman, all the performers tonight. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Take care of yourselves anytime.
How about a Colin Doyle right there? Thank you so much for coming out. Thanks to all the awesome performers. You guys have been fantastic.